like nothing.
You're listening to the Sound Alternative, KRUI, Iowa City, with music from the Underachievers. FM 89.7 KRUI with music from the Underachievers with a tune called Shortwave. Tracking back through that set, Plastic Land with No Shine for the Shoes. Negative FX before that, Hazardous Waste. Brian Ferry, off of an older album which he covers a bunch of classic songs, doing his version of Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. And Spaghetti Western leading it off way back there with Nothing Ever Changes. It is about 25 minutes before 6 o'clock with Curtis Dean on this Tuesday evening. Good evening to you, and if you've got a request, give me a call at 353-8970. Right now, this is request music for the Meat Puppets on the Sound Alternative. That's Community FK on your Sound Alternative, KRUI, FM 89.7. Before that, the Crazy Eights with Good Time Girl and the Meat Puppets to lead off that set with Split Myself in Two. 18 minutes now before 6 o'clock with Curtis Dean. And if you're looking for an experience to value that you will value the rest of your life, the American Intercultural Student Exchange is currently seeking host families for high school students from Sweden, Norway, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, all over the place. If you'd like more information on that, give them a call at 1-800-SIBLING. S-I-B-L-I-N-G. I'll let you figure out what numbers that is. And along a similar note, if you have plans of going abroad this summer or next academic year, you're invited to the 3rd annual Tips for the International Traveler Workshop. It's on April 12th, and if you'd like more information on that, it's at 353-6249. Right now we've got music from Hump Hump, and that's with an E, Hump with an E. And this one's called Yamaha. And this doesn't mean the bike. This is Yama/Ha. Right here on KRUI.
Where I'm bound. Where I'm bound.
You're listening to the Sound Alternative, KRUI, Iowa City. Good evening to you. It's 6 o'clock, and we'll little sigh of relief there. Whether you knew what I was doing or not, you might have noticed that I played a lot of songs that past hour, a lot of short songs. I was doing that for a reason, trying to see how many songs I could get into 1 hour worth of radio time. And I managed to get 23 in there, so just sort of a little personal vendetta. Of course, all that music that we play here at KRUI, I didn't really purposefully go out and seek shorter singing artists, just the artists we have, some of their shorter songs, which sometimes you're not always exposed to. A lot of DJs will just pick whatever cut comes up first. Well, there you have it, 23 songs that hour. Tracking back through that last set, in case you're keeping track or you're keeping score at home, the Muskrats right there with Where I'm Bound, Soul Asylum before that with New Feelings, Snake Out before that was Scary Mary, the Ranch Hands ahead of that, the Oysters, Bee People, the Roaches, and Hump Hump, all in that last set. Good evening to you. Curtis Dean with you on this Tuesday evening. Hope you're having an enjoyable spring break. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather we've got. However, that beautiful weather might become a beautiful 20% chance of thunder showers tonight. And a low of 42 degrees. A little cooler tomorrow with only a high of 57. And tomorrow night and Thursday, clear to partly cloudy with a low Wednesday night of 32 and a high Thursday of 57 degrees. I'd like to remind you, coming up at 8 o'clock, Denny Pope with the Cat Club, the best in jazz, right here on KRUI. But I'm going to be here another 2 hours with lots of good music, but maybe not at quite the rapid pace as last hour. What do you say, folks? Right now we got some music from Depeche Mode, and if you've got a request, give me a call. The request line number is 353-8970. This is FM 89.7 KRUI.
Of the emergency broadcast system.
You gotta be joking. That doesn't conclude a darn thing. Let's try this whole darn thing again, shall we?
This is a test. This station serves the Cedar Rapids operations area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
I have the strangest feeling of deja vu. This is music from Boys Don't Cry on KRUI. You're tuned to FM 89.7 KRUI. That's music from Boys Don't Cry with I Wanna Be a Cowboy. Before that, Dead Sinner with 28th Day, and leading off the set, Depeche Mode with Blasphemous Rumors. Good evening to you. Curtis Dean sitting in with you on what you could call a strange Tuesday evening. It's warm out, which makes it seem like summer, but then again, it is spring break. And since we aren't having classes, that also makes it seem like summer. But then again, you think about any tests you have coming up or getting ready for finals already. It's kind of a very confusing thing, and maybe your hormones are all strange right now, and I could certainly understand that. I know mine are. It is 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'd like to remind you that when school gets back in session and you're having trouble with your learning strategies, well, there's going to be a session designed to help students and tutors. The students can drop in at any one of the sessions, which meet in room 101 of the IMU and run Monday afternoons through May 5th. For more information, stop by the University Counseling Service in the Union, and they'll be glad to help you. I'd be glad to help you to any requests you might have. The phone number is 353-8970, and there'll be a person manning it at all times. In fact, our entire 20-person operator staff is on call at all times to take your order. Right now we've got music from Shriekback. This is from their Oil and Gold LP, and it's called Nemesis, right here on FM 89.7 KRUI. FM 89.7, that is the Cyclones. Spell it P-S-Y-C-L-O-N-E-S. Gift of Noise, not spelling it like the Iowa State mascot. And before that, Shriekback with Nemesis. And it is about 27 minutes after 6 o'clock with Curtis Dean. And I had a gal call me up wanting to hear some Cucumbers. And I decided, what the heck, I'll play it. This one is called Go Ahead and Do It. It's by request, and if you'd like to get your bid in, it's 353-8970, so give it a try. That's music from Joe Higgs on the Sound Alternative KRUI with Come a Little Closer. Before that, Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry, and Walking on Your Hands. The Cucumbers ahead of that with Go Ahead and Do It. It is about 22 minutes before 7 o'clock, and hot off the AP wire machine. Check this out. Pentagon sources say the commander of the U.S. 6th Fleet received a personal message early today from Libya. It vowed the destruction of his 3 carriers unless the aggressive acts are stopped. And the message ended, makes you kind of smile. Best regards is how it ended. Well, they aren't all bad, are they? And our best regards go out to Muammar Gaddafi and his gang. Putting up a fight out there. Good job, guys. Anyway, we've got some music right now from the Pandoras with I Didn't Cry here on KRUI. That is Lou Reed here on KRUI, FM 89.7, the Sound Alternative. Off of the album by the same name, the tune was called New Sensations. Before that, Surreal Estate, I should call it, with Right Behind My Eyes, and the Pandoras to lead off the set with I Didn't Cry. Good evening, it's 10 minutes before 7 o'clock with Curtis Dean. I'd like to remind you that coming up at 8 o'clock is the Jazz Show. However, Denny won't be in tonight. Sitting in for him, the capable hands of Kurt Kruse with the Cat Club at 8 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned, lots of good music on the way before I get out of here at 8 o'clock. About after 7 o'clock sometime, you'll hear from the Smiths and from the master of the sitar by request, the man who, well, he defies description. He'll be coming up with some sitar music after 7 o'clock. In the meantime, lots of good stuff. This is RAD waste, or rad waste. I think RAD or rad is a measurement of radioactivity. Nonetheless, this is called Off Course, and you're listening to it on the Sound Alternative KRUI.